This 3-day method by Neville Goddard has the potential to make your wishes come true in just 3 days. I'm so glad I can finally show it to you because I promised it in the last video. So many people are already using this technique and they are all having success with it. But before we dive into the details, let's pause for a moment and find out who Neville Goddard was and why his teachings are still so relevant today. Let us now turn our attention to the fascinating personality of Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard, born in 1905 on the beautiful island of Barbados, spent his life inspiring people around the world as a spiritual teacher and author. He was a man who understood the deep mysteries of human consciousness and used his knowledge of it to help others shape their reality. Neville was not just a theorist. He lived his teachings and was a living example of what is possible when the true power of imagination is recognized and harnessed. Neville Goddard's influence as a spiritual teacher and author is undeniable. His books and lectures have inspired countless people to discover and harness their inner power. His message was clear and simple: we are the creators of our reality, and through the conscious use of imagination we can achieve anything we desire. One of his most famous and powerful teachings is the law of assumption. This law states that what we believe and accept deep within ourselves manifests in our outer world. It is an invitation to consciously choose what we want to see in our lives and to hold that vision with conviction. Imagine holding the key to an infinite universe of possibilities. This is exactly what Neville teaches us. He shows us how, by consciously using our imagination and accepting our desires as already fulfilled, we can open the door to these infinite possibilities. This is not a magical incantation, but a deep understanding of the nature of consciousness and reality. When you understand that your thoughts and feelings are the building blocks of your reality, you begin to realize how powerful you really are. One of Neville Goddard's central works, The Power of Awareness, has gained a wide following and remains relevant today. In this book, Neville explains how we can consciously shape our inner world in order to change our outer world. He challenges us to consciously direct our attention and see our desires as vividly as possible in front of our inner eye. This practice, coupled with the deep acceptance that our desires are already fulfilled, can transform our lives. Now that we have an insight into the basic principles of Neville Goddard's teachings, let's have a brief overview of the 3-day technique that we will discuss today. This technique aims to manifest your desires in just 3 days. Yes, you heard that right. In just 3 days you can start to see the changes in your life that you have always wanted. This method is based on deep concentration and a firm belief that your wish is already a reality. It is about reaching a frequency that is so powerful that it influences and shapes the physical world around you. Imagine what your life could look like in 3 days if you applied this method. What would you feel? What would you see? What changes would manifest in your life? This method requires discipline and dedication, but the results can be amazing. It provides a clear and structured approach to making your deepest desires come true. It's like a game where you know the rules and learn how to play the game in your favor. Now let's look at the basics of the quantum world, a fascinating realm that goes beyond our imagination and shows us new ways to shape our reality. In the quantum world, there are no limits. Imagine a dimension in which the laws of classical physics do not apply and every possibility exists simultaneously. This is the world that Neville Goddard understood and used to develop his powerful manifestation techniques. Now it's about understanding the magic of the quantum world and realizing that anything is possible in this world. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to realize their dreams effortlessly, while others constantly struggle and fail? The key lies in overcoming doubt. Doubts are like invisible chains that bind us to a limited reality. When you doubt, you send contradictory signals to the universe. It's like writing a wish list, but every time you add a wish, you also scribble a list of reasons why it won't work. Why is it so important to completely eliminate doubt? Because doubt is the strongest obstacle on the path to manifestation. When you harbor doubt, you undermine your own power to create. Imagine you are an artist painting a masterpiece. Every doubt is a blob of black paint that clouds your painting and spoils its beauty. To manifest successfully, you must overcome these doubts and proceed with unwavering faith. How can you do that? This is where the importance of mindfulness comes into play. Mindfulness means being present in the present moment and consciously observing your thoughts and feelings without judging them. It is as if you are a silent observer of your own mind. This practice helps you to recognize doubts early on and replace them with positive, supportive thoughts. If you are mindful, you can recognize when doubts arise and consciously let them go. Controlling your thoughts is another important aspect of avoiding doubt and strengthening your manifestation power. There are various techniques to control and focus your thoughts. One of them is meditation. Through regular meditation, you can learn to calm your mind and steer your thoughts in a positive direction. Another technique is visualization. By vividly imagining that your wish is already a reality, you program your mind to accept this wish as true. A practical step in applying this method is to practice guided visualization. Imagine what you want to manifest. Take a few minutes to relax and enter a state of deep relaxation. Then begin to visualize your desired outcome as vividly as possible. Feel the emotions you would feel if your wish had already come true. See the details, smell the scents, hear the sounds. The more vivid your imagination, the stronger the signal to the universe. For example, if you imagine getting a new job, visualize not only the interview, but also your first day in the new office, setting up your desk, the conversations with your new colleagues, and the feeling of satisfaction that fills you. This detailed visualization reinforces your intention and makes it more real to your subconscious. It is also helpful to use affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you say to yourself repeatedly to reinforce your belief in your abilities. An example of an affirmation could be, "I am able to manifest my desires easily and effortlessly." Repeat this affirmation regularly, especially in moments when doubts arise. Another practical step is to keep a success diary. Make a daily note of the small and large successes you achieve on your path to manifestation. This helps you to focus on the positive and strengthens your belief that you are capable of realizing your desires. To summarize, there are no limitations in the quantum world. If you learn to overcome doubt, control your thoughts, and consciously visualize, you can manifest anything you desire. Be mindful, control your thoughts, and put practical steps into action. In this way, you use the infinite possibilities of the quantum world and shape your reality according to your ideas. Prepare yourself to live the life of your dreams. Now is the time to start practicing and applying Neville Goddard's powerful method. Now is the time to understand and apply Neville Goddard's 3-day technique in detail. This method promises to manifest your desires in just 3 days if you apply it consistently and with dedication. Let's go through step by step how you can use this powerful technique to make your dreams come true. The 3-day technique is based on the idea that intense, focused visualization and emotional anchoring of your desires can quickly draw them into reality. Let's start with a detailed explanation of the method. Before you apply the technique, you need to be absolutely clear about what you want to manifest. Take the time to formulate your wish precisely. It should be something you really want, not something you are only half-heartedly striving for. Write down your wish as if it has already been fulfilled. For example, I am happy and successful in my new job as a marketing manager. The first time you use this technique is immediately after waking up. In this state, your mind is still receptive and less burdened by the challenges of the day. Take a few minutes to bring your wish to life in your mind's eye. Imagine how you are already living your wish. Feel the joy and fulfillment that comes with it. The more intense your emotions, the stronger the signal to the universe. At lunchtime, when you have a short break, close your eyes and remember your wish again. Visualize it as vividly as possible. This short but intense repetition reinforces your intention and maintains your focus. It is about anchoring your wish in your consciousness and concentrating your energy on it. Before you go to sleep, take time to visualize again. The state just before falling asleep is particularly powerful, as your subconscious is very receptive at this moment. Visualize your wish with the same intensity as in the morning and at midday. Feel the emotions and let yourself slip into the image as if it were already a reality. This last thought of the day helps to anchor your wish deep in your subconscious. Now that you know the basic steps, let's incorporate visual aids to enhance your imagination. Symbols and images can be a powerful support to make your wishes clearer and more vivid. For example, you can create a vision board on which you collect images and symbols of your wish. This board serves as a daily reminder and reinforces the visualization. A practical tip is to choose specific images that represent your wish. If you wish for a new job, find pictures of your dream workplace, your ideal colleagues, or a symbolic object that represents this wish. Hang these pictures in places you see often, like your bathroom mirror or your refrigerator. Every time you see these images, you will be reminded to visualize your wish and feel the positive emotions associated with it. Another tip is to use a vision board. A vision board is a collage of images, quotes, and symbols that represent your desires and goals. By creating a vision board and placing it in a prominent place, you can see your desires daily and remind yourself to visualize them. This constant visual input helps your subconscious mind to focus on fulfilling your desires. Now that we've discussed the method and tools, let's look at some examples of different types of wishes and how you can be specific and clear about them. Let's say you want to manifest financial prosperity. Instead of simply wishing to be rich, state your wish clearly and specifically, such as, I am grateful and happy for my monthly income of 10,000 euros. The more specific your wish, the clearer the signal to the universe. If your wish concerns a personal relationship, be specific as well. For example, I am in a loving and supportive relationship with my ideal partner. Imagine what this relationship looks like, what qualities your partner has, and how you spend time together. The clarity and detail of your visualization increase the power of manifestation. Another example could relate to health. Instead of just being healthy, formulate your wish in concrete terms. I am full of energy and vitality, my body is strong and healthy. Visualize yourself in the best of health, being active and full of vitality. Feel the energy and vitality you desire. To summarize, Neville Goddard's 3-day technique is a powerful method for manifesting your desires. By formulating clear, specific desires, visualizing regularly, and using visual aids, you can turn your dreams into reality. This method requires discipline and dedication, but the results can be transformative. Now you are ready to apply this technique and experience the magic of manifestation. Now let's address one of the most important topics on the path to manifestation, dealing with doubt and negative thoughts. Doubt can be the strongest barrier standing between you and your desires. But don't worry, we'll show you how to recognize, understand, and effectively eliminate doubt to maximize your manifestation power. Have you ever found yourself doubting your own abilities or wondering if your desires can really come true? These doubts are often deeply rooted and can be subtle or obvious. The first step to overcoming doubt is identification. Pay attention to the moments when negative thoughts creep into your mind. This can happen during your visualizations, in everyday life, or even in your dreams. Ask yourself, what exactly are these doubts? Where do they come from? Why do they arise? Things that can help you recognize your doubts are a journal or a notebook. Make a note every time you notice a doubt. Write down what you were thinking, how you were feeling, and what the triggering situation was. This exercise will help you to recognize patterns and develop a deeper understanding of when and why doubts occur. Once you have identified your doubts, it's time to eliminate them. One of the most effective techniques for this is affirmations. Affirmations are positive, powerful statements that you say to yourself over and over again to reprogram your mind. When a doubt arises, immediately replace it with a positive affirmation. For example, if you think I can't do this, replace it with I am capable and strong to manifest my desires. Another technique is mental reversal. This means immediately turning the negative thought into the opposite. If you think it won't work, tell yourself, it will work and I will be successful. This technique takes practice, but the more often you use it, the more automatic it becomes. To change deeply rooted negative beliefs, it is necessary to get to the root of the problem. These beliefs often originated in your childhood or through repeated negative experiences. To change them, you must first consciously recognize them and then actively replace them with positive beliefs. One method for this is writing. Take time to write down your negative beliefs and analyze where they come from. Then write down positive juxtapositions to these beliefs and repeat them regularly. Another approach is to work with visualizations. Imagine what your life would look like without these negative beliefs. Visualize yourself as the person you want to be without the limiting beliefs. These visualizations will help you to establish new, positive belief patterns. Mental discipline is the key to controlling your thoughts and maintaining a positive state of mind. One exercise to strengthen mental discipline is daily meditation. Meditation helps you to calm your mind and focus on the present moment. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration. Focus on your breath and let all thoughts pass by without pursuing them. Another exercise is conscious thinking. Take short breaks several times a day to check your thoughts. Ask yourself, are these thoughts positive and supportive? If not, consciously steer them in a positive direction. To continuously reinforce positive thoughts and feelings, it is important to regularly remind yourself of your successes and positive experiences. Keep a success diary in which you write down your successes and the things you are grateful for every day. This practice helps you to focus on the positive and maintain a positive mood. Another method of positive reinforcement is to regularly visualize your wishes as already fulfilled. This practice strengthens your belief in your power of manifestation and keeps your motivation high. Feel the joy and gratitude as if your wish is already a reality. These positive emotions reinforce the power of manifestation and help you stay on track. To summarize, doubt and negative thoughts can be a major hurdle on the path to manifestation, but with the right techniques, you can overcome them. By identifying doubts, applying practical techniques to eliminate them, changing negative beliefs, strengthening mental discipline, and using positive reinforcement, you can maximize your manifestation power and turn your desires into reality. Remain mindful and conscious in your thoughts and actions, and you will be surprised at how powerful you can be in shaping your reality. Now it's about making Neville Goddard's 3-day technique even more effective through extended techniques and adaptations. By applying variations of this method and combining it with other spiritual and manifestation techniques, you can further increase your manifestation power and adapt the method perfectly to your individual needs and circumstances. The 3-day technique is extremely flexible and can be adapted in different ways to be even more effective. One variation could be to extend the visualization times or integrate additional visualizations into your daily routine. Instead of only visualizing in the morning, at noon and in the evening, you could also incorporate short visualizations in between, for example when you take a break or before you start an important task. Another option is to intensify your emotional anchoring. This involves focusing even more strongly on the feelings associated with the fulfillment of your wish. Emotions are a powerful amplifier of manifestation. The more intensely you experience the positive feelings, the stronger your signal to the universe becomes. The 3-day technique can be perfectly combined with other spiritual and manifestation techniques. One such combination could be the practice of gratitude. Begin or end your visualizations with a gratitude practice where you consciously give thanks for all that you already have. This practice raises your vibration and opens you up even more to positive change. You could also incorporate affirmations and mantras into your visualizations. As you visualize your wish, Repeat positive affirmations that strengthen your faith and belief. Mantras can help to focus your mind and increase your energy. Meditation is another technique that can be perfectly combined with the 3-day technique. A daily meditation practice helps you to calm your mind, reduce stress, and focus better on your visualizations. By combining meditation and visualization, you create a powerful synergy that can significantly increase your manifestation power. It is important to adapt the method to your own needs and circumstances. Everyone is unique, and what works for one person may not necessarily work for another. Experiment with different variations and find out what works best for you. You may find that you have more time and peace to visualize intensively in the morning, while you prefer shorter but more frequent visualizations at lunchtime and in the evening. Another way to adapt is to integrate the technique into your daily routine. For example, if you go jogging every morning, you could do the visualization while jogging. The physical activity can help make your visualizations even more vivid and powerful. Building a daily routine that supports the technique is crucial for long-term success. Start your day with a set morning routine that includes visualization, affirmations, and meditation. This routine will help you start the day positive and focused. Schedule fixed times for your visualizations and stick to them to ensure regular practice. You can also develop a routine in the evening that prepares you for the night and supports your visualizations. A relaxing evening routine that includes meditation, visualization, and gratitude exercises will help you to end the day calmly and positively and prepare your subconscious for the fulfillment of your wishes. The 3-day technique is not only suitable for short-term goals, but can also be used for long-term goals and continuous manifestation. To manifest long-term goals, it is important to remain patient and consistent. Visualize your long-term goals regularly and keep the vision alive. Use the method to keep reminding yourself of where you want to go, and remember that every small action and decision leads towards this big goal. Flexibility is also an important aspect of long-term application. Your goals and desires can change over time, and it's important to be willing to adapt your visualizations and techniques. Stay open to new insights and possibilities, and adapt your practice accordingly. To summarize, Neville Goddard's 3-day technique offers a flexible and powerful method for manifesting your desires. By varying the method, combining it with other techniques, making individual adjustments, and building a supportive daily routine, you can further increase your manifestation power. Use the method not only for short-term goals, but also for long-term visions and continuous manifestation. Stay patient, consistent, and open to change, and you will be amazed at how much you can shape your reality. Now we turn to the spiritual and scientific perspectives that support and explain Neville Goddard's 3-day technique. This chapter will give you a deeper understanding of the spiritual principles and scientific explanations behind the method. We will show connections between spiritual teachings and scientific findings, present case studies and scientific studies that prove the effectiveness of the method, and give practical tips on how to integrate the method into your daily life. The 3-day technique is based on deeply rooted spiritual principles that have been taught in different cultures for thousands of years. At the heart of these principles is the belief that our thoughts and feelings shape our reality. Neville Goddard taught that our inner world, our beliefs, perceptions, and emotions, reflects the outer world. This is consistent with the teachings of many spiritual traditions that consciousness influences matter. A central spiritual principle is the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like. When you send out positive thoughts and emotions, you attract positive events and circumstances into your life. This idea is repeated in many spiritual teachings and philosophical traditions, from the Hermetic principles of ancient Egypt to the teachings of Buddhism and Hinduism. The scientific explanations behind the 3-day technique are mainly found in the fields of quantum physics and neuroscience. In quantum physics, there is the principle of entanglement, which states that two particles remain connected and influence each other, regardless of the distance between them. This suggests that everything in the universe is connected on a deeper level, and that our thoughts and intentions can actually influence physical reality. Neuroscience studies have shown that our brains respond to visualization as if we were actually experiencing the visualized events. When we intensely imagine that our desires have already been fulfilled, we activate the same neural networks that would be activated if we were actually experiencing these desires. This leads to a change in our thinking and behavior that brings us closer to the fulfillment of our desires. The connection between spiritual teachings and scientific findings is particularly evident in the practice of visualization and mindfulness. Both spiritual tradition and modern science emphasize the power of the present moment and the importance of consciously directing our thoughts. Mindfulness and meditation, which are taught in many spiritual traditions, have also been recognized in modern psychology and neuroscience. Studies show that regular meditation positively alters the brain, reduces stress, and improves cognitive function. These synergies make it clear that the 3-day technique is not only based on spiritual beliefs, but is also supported by scientific findings. The combination of spiritual practice and scientific methodology creates a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires. There are numerous scientific studies and case studies that prove the effectiveness of visualization and similar techniques. A study by psychologist Dr. Joe Dispenza showed that people who regularly practice positive visualization experience measurable changes in their brains and their lives. Another study at Harvard University found that mental exercise and visualization can have the same effect on brain structure and performance as physical training. Another example is the work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, who studied the effects of positive and negative words on the structure of water. His experiments showed that positive words and thoughts led to harmonious and aesthetically pleasing crystal structures, while negative words and thoughts created chaotic and unattractive crystals. These studies support the idea that our thoughts and emotions can influence the physical world. To integrate the 3-day technique into your daily life from both a spiritual and scientific perspective, it is helpful to establish a daily routine. Start your day with a morning meditation that includes visualization and affirmations. This practice helps you to focus your mind and set a positive mood for the day. Use lunchtime for short mindfulness exercises and visualizations to maintain your focus and energy. In the evening, before you go to sleep, do a gratitude exercise to end your day on a positive note and prepare your subconscious for the fulfillment of your wishes. Combine this practice with visualizing your wishes and feel the emotions as if they were already true. To summarize, Neville Goddard's 3-day technique is supported by both spiritual principles and scientific evidence. By utilizing the synergy between these two areas and integrating the technique into your daily life, you can significantly increase your manifestation power. Stay open to new insights and possibilities, and adapt your practice accordingly to get the best results. Now that we've come to the end of our journey, let's summarize the key points of the entire video. We've taken an exciting and transformative journey through the teachings of Neville Goddard and the powerful 3-day technique that has the potential to manifest your desires in no time. We began with an introduction to the fascinating world of Neville Goddard. This spiritual teacher and author has inspired countless people through his profound teachings on the law of acceptance and the power of imagination. His writings, especially The Power of Awareness, have found a wide following and remain relevant today. We have been given an overview of the 3-day technique, which is based on intense visualization and emotional anchoring of desires. In Chapter 2, we looked at the basics of the quantum world. We learned that there are no limitations in the quantum world and that our thoughts and feelings can influence physical reality. We have emphasized the importance of overcoming doubt, mindfulness, and controlling our thoughts. Practical steps to apply these insights, such as guided visualizations and affirmations, were presented to maximize the power of our imagination. Chapter 3 provided detailed guidance on how to apply the 3-day technique. We learned the importance of formulating clear and specific desires and visualizing them intensely morning, noon, and night. Visual aids such as vision boards and the use of symbols and images were emphasized as additional support. Practical tips, such as incorporating affirmations and reinforcing emotional anchoring, were given to make the method even more effective. In Chapter 4, we covered techniques for identifying and eliminating doubts and negative thoughts. We emphasized the importance of mental discipline and mindfulness and presented methods for changing deeply rooted negative beliefs. Exercises such as daily meditation and keeping a success journal help to continually reinforce positive thoughts and feelings. Chapter 6 focused on advanced techniques and adaptations of the 3-day technique. We explored different variations and combinations with other spiritual and manifestation techniques. Adapting the method to individual needs and life circumstances and building a daily routine that supports the technique were emphasized. Tips for long-term use and continuous manifestation of your desires were also discussed. In Chapter 7, we highlighted the spiritual and scientific foundations of the method. We have shown the connection between spiritual teachings and scientific findings, especially from quantum physics and neuroscience. Case studies and scientific studies proving the effectiveness of the method were presented. Practical tips for integrating the method into everyday life from a spiritual and scientific perspective rounded off this chapter. Finally, we would like to emphasize that Neville Goddard's 3-day technique is a powerful method for manifesting your desires. By combining intense visualization, emotional anchoring, and the use of spiritual and scientific principles, you can actively shape your reality. It requires discipline, dedication, and an open mind, but the results can be transformative. Now it's up to you to apply these techniques in your life. Start with small steps, stay consistent, and be open to the miracles that can unfold in your life. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope it helps you to realize your dreams and fully harness the power of your imagination. Good luck on your path to manifestation. If you feel this video has been of value to you so far, I'd love for you to share that value with a donation through the Super Thanks button below the video, as much as feels right and fair to you. Any gesture of appreciation is a valuable gift to me recording these videos. I hope you've learned something you'll carry with you for a long time to come. I know this may all be a bit overwhelming. That's how I felt at first, and I had more questions than answers in my head. Nevertheless, I think this video you see here could be particularly helpful to you in your current situation. I know you're looking for more answers. You'll find them in this video, so click on it now and watch it.